All right, Ron Caroni here, just outside a co-op here for the Skid Smart Collision course put on by the Saskatchewan Safety Council, and joined by Lee Carlson, the senior instructor. And Lee, it looks like you've been out here for a little while. Why don't you quickly just explain what was happening here today?
Basically, we had a fairly large group here, and we put through a number of exercises that we have. And the exercises go from basic minimum emergency braking to start with, and then they get a little involved as we progress through the afternoon.
Excellent. Now, I'm going to quickly take the station Jeep on a run here. What can we expect from that run?
Well, we have a number of things that we can get you to go through. We'll try, first of all, emergency braking.
Okay.
And then we'll get you into steering and braking, and then steering by itself. One of the things that many people do is one of the downfalls in this situation, they hit the brake and try and steer at the same time, and that can get them into trouble.
Can't
So
do that.
we're going no, can't. We're going to experience both of those. Okay.
Okay, we'll see how she goes.
I'll tell you which way. Well, I'll tell you what, let's go, no, I'll tell you. I'll say either left or right. We don't want to make it too easy for you.
What do you mean you don't want to make it too easy for me?
No, we got to give you a challenge.
I don't need a challenge. This is stressful enough.
No, you're doing
So
it
we're
right.
gonna come out either which way you tell me, come back,
And then back to
back
center.
in, and then our brake.
Yeah. And with 35K, it should not take us too deep towards that sign.
Okay.
We should be all right. Okay? But again, steer first. Let's go 35K. Now, with these tires, you will experience a fair amount of drift. Don't oversteer.
Okay.
Left. Back to center. Stay with it, don't oversteer. Look to your zone. Now brake. Nicely done.
Well, thank you.
Good. But you notice your vehicle slides a little bit. What happens there, people will panic and they'll either hit the brake or they'll oversteer. Oversteer is one of the biggest concerns because people now with a 10 and 2, they'll feel the vehicle start to slide and drift. The first thing they do is this. They actually make that skid even worse. But you control that very nicely. Let's do that with 40K. Let's go one more time.
Okie dokie.
Because see, that's the thing is the different exercises we change it, and as the afternoon progresses, they become a little more and more complex.
That's right.
Okay, so let's go. 40K, four-wheel drive, technology shut off. Now with a new vehicle, you may not notice a lot of difference. Left. Don't want to do that, do we? No, we don't. Okay, that's with four-wheel drive. But your technology was shut off. Okay. Okay, and it will be noticeable. Okay, so we'll turn it back on.
Okay.
Okay, let's try it again. We'll do the same thing, 40K. Left. See, you can feel the technology kicking in now. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
As soon as that, whereas with the other, right?
So it was gone, it was
It
gone.
was gone. Yeah. So in this case, your technology is an improvement and a benefit for you, but that doesn't apply to every vehicle. So getting to know your vehicle is a big part of controlling it. People drive too fast in conditions. You know, let's face it, some people try and drive in the wintertime the same way they do in July.
Yep.
And our conditions can vary so much, can change so rapidly from 1 kilometer to the next, even a couple hundred yards down the road
make
can
a
lane change at 45 kilometers an hour. Let's go. So now we got two-wheel drive. Let's see if we notice a difference. Same thing, when I tell you, you're gonna make that lane change. Right now. Stay with it. Steer, steer. Okay. A little more responsive.
Felt like
A
it.
little bit. Yep. You notice you didn't swing so far to the side? Your vehicle tracked a little straighter?
when I came back
Yep.
into it.
Yep. Yeah. See, the thing is, again, people don't realize that four-wheel drive, you've got that drag, that torque on the front end, which is going to affect steerability. Some vehicles are far more noticeable than others. So basically, that's the program that we run. We start out with emergency braking exercise 1 and 2, those 2 different speeds, just to get a sense of how long it takes to stop, what does your braking system do, and then we do the braking and steering, then steering by itself. We do that at varying speeds, and then we just add a few other components. So we have one cone in the middle, we have our zones we set up. Of course, you more or less have to take the classroom to kind of understand what we're trying to get across. But it's amazing. Without fail, we see most every driver improve throughout the afternoon.
Oh, most definitely.
You know, 2.5 to 3 hours on the skid pad is worth a classroom, a week in the classroom.
And now you guys had mentioned before that this week's classes are all full. Are there still openings?
There still
for
is
next
some
week?
openings. We're here till Friday. We do have a few openings this week,
Okay.
and there's openings next Wednesday.
And the best
on the
person to
20th.
get in contact is Rick Schwartz.
Rick Schwartz at the Saskatchewan Safety Council office in Regina.
Awesome.
And he can set it up. Basically, we're up here now. We're basically camped out here until Friday, and then we'll be back next week.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much
You're
for
more
your
than
time.
welcome. You're
And,
more than